Hello, welcome back to Mystic. I think we're on day 6 of the restart. This is Tom Nook. For today's news, I think we'll have a new villager, Flurry! Yay! Flurry with a fringe on top. Flurry, I'm excited about. Flurry was the one villager that I actually picked on purpose. So I think that's going to be the main event of today. But before we get into today, let's recap on what happened yesterday. I had done a little bit of landscaping overnight. So I'd planted some flowers in a nice-ish way, put down the fencing that Tom Nook gave me when I completed all of the plots. Then I discovered that red was on the island. That was pretty exciting. Now, I've never actually managed to get a non-fake piece of art from red, and so I decided I was actually going to cheat. I looked it up, and apparently the sunflowers painting is always a real one, so I got that. Yay for my first ever real work of art, although I haven't given it to the museum yet, so time will tell, but I'm pretty sure it's real. The bridge was actually built, which was great. I want to put up more bridges as soon as possible. We went to visit Truffles to welcome her to the island, in spite of the fact that I plan on getting rid of her. I tried to sell as many things as I could to pay off my mortgage to make a bigger house, but apparently I didn't have enough things to do that. So we didn't pay off the mortgage, but I would really like to do that. And then last night while I was playing and just doing my regular chores, chopping trees, all that stuff, I was thinking it's probably for the best that I didn't do that, because I'm going to need lots of money for bridges and inclines. Because I want to keep the island as natural as possible, I want to avoid terraforming. I mean, I'm not going to say no terraforming, but kind of avoid terraforming, because I want to keep it quite a natural looking island. And I have a pretty hard time with that. When I'm terraforming, I ended up just making things flat, making things square. And I think the best way of keeping that natural look is to do as little as possible, because I don't have a kind of an eye for keeping things natural looking. I just always ends up looking really square. So with that in mind, I want to do as many inclines and bridges as possible before we even get to that point, because we're going to kind of keep the island as close to it is as possible. So probably for the best that I didn't do that, because we're going to need that cash. Oh, we got our first painting. I think, have I got something in my pockets as well, or did I donate that last night? Oh, I've got some come on, fossils. I've got some fossils. I'll see if I've got anything else in my house, and then we'll pop over to the museum and see what I've got to donate. Flowery painting. I'm feeling pretty positive about that. I am. All these things are just things I'm holding on to sell to the bug catcher. No, there's nothing else. Oh my goodness, it's not even that early that I'm feeling today. I gave myself half an hour extra in bed. I need 3 hours extra in bed. Half an hour's not doing it for me at all. And I'm working at 9, so I thought I'll hop on. We'll do our things, see what's new on the island today. But I suspect that today's things will roll into tomorrow, because I want something interesting to happen. And I think that won't happen until we've got our 3rd villager move in to the house kits. I think that's when things are going to get a bit exciting. Blathers, I have some things for you. First of all, will you please... He doesn't do this a lot to me because I play mostly at night, and obviously with him being a night owl, he's awake all the time. I'm also excited to get to the point where we get the resident services building and we can have the ordinances, because I like things to be open later. I like to have the shops open later, because I end up playing after absolutely everything else has happened in the day. I watch TV at night and play Animal Crossing, and the shop's usually shut. Let's go see what Tom has to say. Oh, I've got some things to pick up from yesterday. I just got really laborious. Oh, also, yes. Oh, our first money train. Also, yesterday, I separated, I think all these trees are orange trees, just to make it easier when I'm, looking for the wasps. All these trees are orange trees. These are apple trees that I just planted yesterday. Again, more that I need to go around and collect. And then on this side, I think that's just a mix in the middle, actually, because I forgot about that till the last minute. These are all just regular trees. It's a perfect house for Flurry. And so cute, and look how cute she is, a tiny little hamster. Also, the other person who is the autofill from yesterday, the accidental autofill. I don't hate them. I'm going to show you who they're going to be. The name was oh no. When I googled them, It wasn't, oh no. They're a cute little blue wintry looking bear. Filbert. Filbert. Very cute. Very cute. Okay, so we've met our new villager. We have a money tree. Exciting times. Let's go see if Tom Nook's got anything to say. Any little updates from Mr. Nook. Oh, I need to do the customization workshop. I didn't do that yesterday. Okay, let's get that done. And maybe that'll push us along. But I suspect nothing's happening till tomorrow because we're still waiting for another person to move in. So we need to make a wooden wardrobe to then customize. Oh, fine. Oh, 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 don't forget. Don't forget. We need those miles. 250 bonus miles. Yes, please. Because I am going to need those Nook Miles tickets eventually to get those dreamy villagers. Let's make this wardrobe. Move this story along, Tom. Customize. To what? To what? Ooh, do you know what? I'm going to do black. I don't like the silver handles. I wish you could change the handle colour. Because I like the gold handles on the green, but I'd like that on the black. That's really the only thing putting me off. Maybe we'll just do white. It's safe, isn't it? And then I can put it anywhere. Potentially hide it somewhere on the island. Actually, it could go next to Able Sisters. It's Able Sisters white and blue. I think it is. I can't think of any more advice to give. You've accomplished so much. I'm sure you can find your own ways of having fun, living your best life. Right, so there's literally nothing that we can do. There is nothing that we can do until the third villager arrives. So I'm gonna pause here and I'll come back tomorrow. I'll obviously go and do all my regular chores off camera, but we've met the villager. Ooh, let's just have a little quick look in Nook's Cranny and see if there's anything interesting in there today. But yeah, we'll kind of reconvene when the third villager arrives and the story progresses a little bit. I'm trying to buy as many things as possible because I remembered that you have to buy, I can't remember how many things, but absolutely loads before you get the app on your Nook phone. I may just end up like buying everything to catalogue it and then selling it all because I don't need these things, but I do want that Nook app that makes things easier to buy. And as always, let's look in the cabinet to see if they've got anything interesting. Oh, it's still the red and white striped one. No, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Any interesting flowers? No. When is Leaf going to come and take me away from this basic flower hellhole? Also, for the longest time, I didn't know this existed. I didn't know this was an extra thing. I'm not massive on like flooring and stuff, but maybe I should do something. Maybe they'll get me some Nook Miles if I change the flooring and the... Okay, let's go change the flooring and the wallpaper. Also, I've probably got some Nook Miles to collect because I've been doing things. We've been out here working hard on this island because I'm the only one who does. Place on the floor. Ooh, horizontally. And let's put up the mod wall. Well, aren't we living in the 70s? Rattan floor and this orange wallpaper. Actually, don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Right, let's see where we're at. I don't think we've got any Nook Miles for that. I mean, I'm possibly asking too much because, you know, I literally just decorated my house. Why should I get Nook Miles? But they have kind of set me up to expect to be rewarded for every small thing I do. Oh, that was a lot. Let me get me out of the way because I can't. I was playing a different game yesterday and that made the most sense for where I place myself. Not so much in Animal Crossing. We are going to go on a lot of villager hunts with all these miles. Oh, we're done. We're done. 15,000 though. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you. I will be back tomorrow and we will see if anything else is happening on the island once... What is the animal's name? Like Frogget? Something? Like, let's go again. I need to remember. Frogbert? Filbert! Filbert and Flurry. They're also both Fs. Filbert. Filbert and Flurry are potentials. Well, Flurry definitely, but Filbert's a potential. This guy, not so much. You are not going to stick around. I'm really sorry, Truffles. I know that I did introduce you here. I invited you here, but I just don't actually want you on the island. Well, now I feel even worse because you've given me a gift. But, okay. I do like that. Little Mrs. Flamingo. I'm going to put that outside. Like, now. Isn't that cute? And that also will fit really nicely with the summer area of the island. Right. I'm going to go. I'll see you in a minute, but it'll actually be tomorrow. Hey, so this is actually pre-recorded. This was the 17th of August, and I have had no end of technical difficulties. So, I'm going to give you kind of like a bit of a rundown of everything that happened. First of all, Filbert did arrive on the island. Great news. Also, you can see Mabel in the background. We'll get to that. But Tom also told us that resident services will soon be relocating from its current tent. And construction's going to take a little bit of time. So basically, in the next day, everything's going to be closed. I did all of my regular duties, you know, shaking the trees, chopping the trees, getting all the resources from the island. But then when I realised that Mabel was on the island, I remembered I needed to go and talk to her. You've got a certain amount of items that you need to buy from Mabel before she can actually set up shop. So I wanted to buy as many as I possibly could every time she's on the island to get the Able Sisters open as soon as possible. Now it's Sunday. I've actually played today. I played and filmed an entire episode. Did it record? No, it did not. It recorded sound only, which the irony of that is that I spent an hour and a half before I started recording where I couldn't get any sound. So today is not a good day for videos. What I did do, what one specific thing that I did do was I bought some turnips from Daisy May. This is something that I don't usually do because I forget how much I paid for them. I forget that I have them at all. But since I'm actually recording for this series, I thought, ooh, I don't think I've got that. When I don't have a net. Yeah, since I'm recording for this, I figured I may remember, and I've just written down how much I paid, which was 106 bells per turnip. So I've got like, what, 500 and something turnips here, which is exciting. We're going to try and sell those for more than 106 per turnip and make enough money to buy all the bridges and inclines that I want to buy. The real strange thing for me is that I think Isabelle and Tom are in this tent. They're inaccessible for the entire day, which is strange. It's just like, are they in this tent together? Do they not need to ever come out? I don't know. It's weird, but I think they are. I think they're in the tent. I also made a few differences on the island, a few changes. I already told you that I was trying to make this whole area hardwood trees only, just to make it easier for the shaking and the chopping and the getting rid of all of the wasps, or rather collecting the wasps, because they are quite valuable. So what I did was I put all of are these called cedar trees? I want to say they are called cedar trees. I put all of these trees on this area. I did leave one little area with high up trees, one of the upper levels. Here we go. This upper level I also left with those kinds of trees. The upper levels, I got rid of all of them. And then this area of the island is all, oh look, it's Filbert. There he is. How cute is Filbert? Oh, I obviously can't go into the house because he's just there. How adorable is he? You see me a lot today because I have actually already recorded an entire episode. You just didn't see it. So this is all apple trees that I've planted, and then these are the many, many orange trees that we started the game with. I've just kind of replanted them all in this area. I also did a little Google to see when Brewster could come to the island, and apparently that's 3 stars. So now we're on a bit of a journey to 3 stars for many reasons. Although I'm not going to be massively terraforming in this playthrough, I do really want Brewster. And I want some of the other, like, paths. Paths are huge. So yeah, mostly, ooh, let's get that present. Mostly, I'm excited about inclines and bridges becoming available. That's going to be a real big thing for me because I just want it to be more accessible. I want the island to be easier to get around. And bringing in new villagers. I did mention previously kind of my plan for the 4-season island. I'll show you my map in a second as soon as I've got this. Oh, we lost it! Well, that was very much on me. So when you look at the map, the area that I initially planned for winter is where Truffles lives, right up in the top. It just made the most sense to me that the winter section of the island would be the one that has no beaches. So that was my plan, but the 2 villagers that I now have on my island, who I would consider to be winter appropriate, live either side of that area. So that's kind of annoying. These guys were always going to be moved out. So I don't know what this front section of the island is going to be. I'm going to say probably autumn, just because it's my favourite and that I want that to be kind of front and centre. That's the season that you enter into. And then I'm thinking spring and summer either side and winter right in the back. So I can't do anything about the fact that these villagers live there right now. You know, we can move them around later. But when it comes to placing new villagers and villager hunting, that's going to be top of mind. Also tonight is the fireworks show. Apparently, I've had this conversation with him already, but apparently there's going to be a raffle, there's going to be fireworks, it's Sunday night. How exciting! I can't even remember playing this before, but I must have. So that's going to be it. I know that was like, this is the shortest episode ever, but, you know, technical difficulties, we did skip through some days, and I think tomorrow is where things are going to get really exciting, because we can start really changing things on the island, and everything will kind of start to take shape. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me so far. Oh my god, another one. Was I rewarded for my stupidity? I'm just not good at this. By being given another gift straight away. Oh, Starry Sands. I've got a couple of things I haven't opened here. Oh yeah, that's from the Happy Home something? Mossy Garden Rock. Also, I'm wondering whether or not we'll get oh my god, there's another butterfly I don't have. Do you know what? This is because I play mostly at night. I haven't even considered that is playing a part in the bugs and insects and fish and stuff that I'm getting, because I'm only playing at night, and obviously stuff comes out in the daytime. Different things. I need to get myself a net ASAP. Do I have? I have. Oh, not those. I have. You could see the crazy things that I bought from the Able cart. Things that I would never normally buy, but I just need to buy as many things as possible so that they can have their shop open. Also, that's going to be in the winter section. I just feel like the colours of their shop feel wintry to me. And also, that's like the season that I'm most excited to dress for. When it's hot and sunny outside, I'm just hot and miserable and annoyed. I just don't need to be... I don't need to be messing around with, like, ooh, what shall I wear? Summer is my least favourite, just generally, but definitely to dress for. I like layers. I like autumn. I like winter. It's almost upon us. Right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Something fun will happen in the next one, I promise. And I'll see you then.